full gist why Peter and Paul of P Square are fighting is on the internet. I don't know if you have seen it. I'll put the information here that Peter released after Paul granted that interview. We all sided with Paul and Jude, asking why will Peter go and write petition against his twin brother. It was a terrible thing to do. All of us were mad at Peter, but the truth has come out. He has come out to say what transpired, and if you are him, you will be even more upset. So let me give you a lowdown of what he came out to tell us. See, you see, for this life, when you and somebody they do business, you think saying that you they wise pass. One day will come when that person will square up with you and tell you to your face to fuck off. Peter came out yesterday and was like, okay, the news has had it that I went to write my twin brother petition at the EFCC, but that was not what happened.
I was invited by the EFCC. A repetition against me and my other brother. And I did not expect, I never thought it would come to this part. I thought it was just music thing. Then next thing, people are telling me, what did you do? Somebody saying you're going to go to jail 20 years. They're going to lock you up. What did I do?
I wrote petition against our elder brother Jude. He owned up to that fact that he wrote petition against their elder brother Jude. But there was a reason why he did that, and this is the reason. They had a company they set up together that collects their music royalty that was called Northside Entertainment. That was the company that collects their music royalty and they share, right? Now he found out that another company was set up that collects their music royalty. Again, that company's name is Northside Music. You see the similarity to these two companies? So he suspected fraud. That how? Who did this? And what is the aim for this? So he started investigating Northside Music to know where the money and the royalties this company collects goes to. On investigation, it was found out that Northside Music was registered by Jude Okoye and his wife, Ifeoma Okoye. These are the two directors of this company. He was like, wow, how? When? Who did this? Why did you do this? So he went to them, like brother would do to his brothers. What is going on? What is this company that I saw collecting royalties on our behalf instead of the one we had together? They tried to sidestep him, tried to, make him look like a fool and all of that. He was not getting anything tangible from them. Paul and Jude was asked about this, but Jude was trying to play smart, which Paul was not even doing anything about it too. So him himself said, okay, in that regards, what I'll do is to keep my cool. So he went into investigation, involved the EFCC. EFCC investigated the Northside Music and realized that this company has been collecting millions of dollars on behalf of P Square in their music royalty and was laundering this money allegedly. No, not allegedly. That's what Peter came out to say. Laundering this money into a Bureau de change account. Then the Bureau de change account now transfers the proceed back to Jude's account. And upon getting to Jude's account, Jude sends some part of this money to Paul and not to Peter. So you see why the suspicion became so much. So EFCC now had to invite Paul. So not that Paul was written petition. Let's get that fact clear. That he came out to tell us that he was written petition. That was a lie. That it was just their elder brother that was written petition. So he was now invited to come and explain his part since this transaction involved him. He was not the only one invited too, because according to Peter, he said Jason Njoku was also invited. That's the guy, I think the guy that owns the Iroko TV. Then Amaju Pinnick was also invited. I don't know these guys' involvement in these transactions, but they were all the people invited as parties to come and clear their names, right? That is what happens when investigations go on. So, taking it forward, when EFCC found out that money got into Paul's account after this whole circle was completed and not to Peter's account, they came and said that it was the house that Jude owed Paul money back in the States, that he's paying him installment payment from his account, not that there was any other thing. That part has been cleared by EFCC, I think, according to what Paul told us in that interview. Now, right now, it's still the investigation is still ongoing. It's not concluded yet. But here is the thing. Here is what I learned from this whole situation. Not to judge a situation from one corner. There's always a two side to a coin. Yes, once there's a coin, there must be two sides to that coin. So if you look at one side and call it this, then when the other side is turned, you see that you have made error in judgment. So that is one thing I learned again. Then the next thing is when you are in business with someone, always try to recognize their input in the business, but don't abuse it. Don't take that respect away from the person, because when you do, it's going to cause this fracas. These are the two things I've learned from this particular fight these brothers are having consistently. What is the way forward? The way forward is they have to do their music things separately now. The world is not going to end. Their brands might not be as big as the name P Square was before, which might be the biggest they will ever be now, but it's obvious they can no longer work together. When two of their in this time they came back together, they also said that Jude was out of the picture and these things were still happening. But in the background, he's always been there. The way forward should be Paul, do your thing, Peter, do your thing. Even if the brands are not as big as it used to be, the fans might not get the value for their entertainment money anymore. But that is the way forward. Instead of this consistent argument, consistent making of mess all over the internet by twin brothers, not just ordinary brothers, twin brothers. So this is what I think, and I believe if you look at this whole mess, this is what you will also think about it. So yeah, so that's the nutshell of why they are fighting again, and it's terrible this time. It is very messy this time because I don't see this ending well for the two of them. I don't see it ending well because if in reality this happened and Jude was guilty when EFCC concludes their investigation, that is jail term I'm looking at right there. Okay, so but we'll keep the situation posted as it goes on. Yeah, that's it for now. See you.